Assalamualaikum and good evening to all. Let me introduce myself first. I'm Hazim Azlan, computer science student at University Technology Malaysia, Johor Bahru. So as you can see on the screen, our topic today is about e-cigarettes, or some people call it vapes and pods. First of all, you guys may hear about a man died due to an explosion of e-cigarettes and destroyed his apartment. So obviously we don't want that accident to be happen again. So our presentation today is purposely to share to all people about how dangerous and harmful these e-cigarettes are. Okay, without wasting any time, let me start with the introduction. So basically, as you can see in the poster, electronic cigarettes, or also known as e-cigarettes, have become a globally major phenomenon, especially in the aspect of health. There are quite a number of people who have been involved in this phenomenon despite their age, be it from younger generation to older generation. But what is this e-cigarettes actually are? To make it simple, e-cigarettes are actually an electronic device that work by heating a liquid solution to a high enough temperature and produce an inhaled aerosol and it was invented in the early of 2000s by a pharmacist in China. At first it is claimed that this invention is purposely to provide a smoking cessation aid for the smokers, but do it really works? We might be wondering on how does these e-cigarettes look like. Okay, to make it clear, some of them resemble USB flash drive, pen cells, and other commonplace goods, but it also have in-tank system or modes forms which are larger devices and that don't appear like a conventional tobacco at all. Okay, but due to its very form, some people might be confused, especially children and elderly. Okay, enough with the introduction, let's move to the statistics of these e-cigarettes. According to a 2020 studies, there are 22% of new e-cigarettes user and 15% of current traditional smoker move to these e-cigarettes. But what makes it worse is when there are also an e-cigarettes user among school students who are well informed about this device. The analysis studied by the Center for Disease Control (CDC) and Food and Drug Administration (FDC) via representative data from the 2020 National Youth Tobacco Survey (NYTS) reported that e-cigarettes were used by 19.6%, which is about 3 million of high school students, and 4.7%, which consists 550,000 of middle school students. Okay, that's all for the introduction and background of these e-cigarettes. Let us now move to why these e-cigarettes are dangerous and harmful to our bodies.
Hello everyone, I'm Harish Naidu. I will be explaining argument 1 and argument 2. Let's start with argument 1 first. Despite some claims that e-cigarettes are safer than smoking traditional cigarettes, it is proven that they can be just as harmful. The vapor produced from e-cigarette might contain potentially harmful compounds. Examples of harmful compounds are cadmium, chromium, lead, and nickel. E-cigarette use can lead to heart attack, respiratory failure, neurobehavioral defects, blood pressure, and even cancer due to the excessive usage of nicotine. Nicotine in the e-cigarettes may have cancerous effects and cause heart disease in our body. Excessive nicotine consumption can be very harmful to our health. Nicotine is a highly addictive psychoactive compound found in e-cigarettes and has a negative impact on our brain development. Hence, we cannot deny that e-cigarettes should be banned because the harmful compounds in the e-cigarettes will put risk in our health and our lifestyle. Let's move to argument 2. E-cigarettes are becoming increasingly popular as there is a rapid growth in the quantity and variety of products available. E-cigarette explosions no longer appear to be isolated incidents. The skin can be seriously harmed by chemical substances released by the exploded batteries. Some burns were so severe that screen grafting was required. E-cigarettes have the potential to explode due to the faulty intervention system. E-cigarette users should be aware of this because this is a very rare yet dangerous occurrence caused by the overheating batteries. An e-cigarette explosion might cause a fire and even chemical burns. The most commonly affected areas by the burns are our face, our hands, thighs, and groins. Users of e-cigarette should be always aware of these dangers of e-cigarette explosions, and we can conclude that e-cigarettes are extremely dangerous and harmful because they cause burn damage. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Hafizi and I'm going to talk about argument 3. So, e-cigarettes are observed to be able to alter the behavioral reaction of youth, remolding their minds and of non-smoking juveniles into full-time smokers. The true potential of e-cigarettes is still unknown, requiring more extensive research to be conducted. E-cigarettes could influence people to smoke more often than regular cigarettes. This is because e-cigarettes contain nicotine. Nicotine is the substance that makes smokers to feel addictive, but e-cigarettes have a more efficient nicotine delivery which makes them to experiencing the maximum potential of nicotine. And also, whoever inhales the smoke released by the e-cigarettes will triggers the mind to start smoking unintentionally, which makes it a very dangerous product to human health.
Hi, my name is Hassan and I will discuss argument 4. The use of electronic nicotine delivery systems has been linked to respiratory symptoms. Electronic nicotine delivery systems use has been linked to respiratory problems such as wheezing and coughing, increased airway hypersensitivity, increased airway tolerance, reduced host immunity, and increased alveolar cytotoxicity. Diacetyl, a popular e-cigarette flavoring with a buttery or creamy taste, has been linked to acute onset bronchiolitis obliterans, also known as popcorn lung, a serious and permanent obstructive pulmonary disorder. Electronic nicotine delivery systems can generate a number of carcinogenic compounds, including formaldehyde, acetaldehyde, and acrolein. A frequent e-cigarette smoker would be exposed to levels of formaldehyde, acrolein, and diacetyl that exceed occupational limits in the United States, according to recent research. Furthermore, electronic nicotine delivery systems can release heavy metals such as chromium, lead, and nickel, which are toxic to respiratory systems.
Hi, it's me again, Hafizi, and this is for the conclusion. E-cigarettes should be banned from inside and outside of our country because they contain harmful compounds and may result in toxic effects if there are any. E-cigarettes have become more aggressive towards promoting smokers to smoke more and for non-smokers to start smoking too. The aftermath of e-cigarettes use is threatening for mankind and should not be allowed. There are many evidence to support these statements already, and this should be a warning signal for all humans, all mankind, that e-cigarettes do not help improve the health of humankind any way whatsoever. Instead, they only give destruction for generations to come. So that is all from us. Thank you.